Okay, wait, I'm supposed to tag the game, so... Hold on, can I still tag the game? Oops, I forgot to tag what the game is. Anyway, oh wait, here it is. Yeah, I could still tag it. Okay, there's an update there. Yeah, oh, it looks... Turns out we actually already completed our goal of 100 followers. So thank you very much, everyone. Anyway, first things first, I need to share this with a few other groups, and then we will proceed. So give me a few seconds. Sure hope there we go. So quick share. Oh shoot, which ones did I share to already? Hold on. Arena players, Black Lotus. Okay, so we'll do so community, Philippines, and the MTG group. Okay, give me a second. Once I get this done, and then we are ready to proceed. Yep, share with the usual haunts, and there we go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. Today, well, it's the start of the Decathlons, and we are going to be, and we usually do limited events here, so we are going to do the sealed event for over here. I'll probably do alchemy on some other time. Do check it out on YouTube. But first things first. Hey Jericho Elagan, thank you for liking the stream. This is a little bit different from the usual Crimson Valve Premier Draft, so we're gonna see. Okay, oh, you have to actually claim it first before you open. That was a very weird hang up on the reward. Yeah, so how are you doing? A few more days. It's a few more days to Christmas, and well, looks like we have a clear direction on to go. We're probably going blue-red, but we'll check the other cards. See what else we got. Variety of MTG content is welcome. Yes, that's pretty much what I seem to do. Nothing wrong with that. I feel like I'm the... Okay, we also got an Arcane Infusion, so that's a fine one. Also note we have a Child of the Pack if we want to splash green. Skull Scab, probably not likely to get splashed unless we have a huge amount of zombies. Let's first check our blue and red because that... Okay, got multiple flip the switch. We definitely want the Mirror Hall Mimic if we go blue. Suspicious Stowaway, very good way to keep drawing into cards. We can discard some stuff likewise. Okay, double wash away as well. We have some top ends in Phantom Carriage and Screaming Swarm. Let's check red. We are actually in the lookout for removal, and I just saw 2 Flame Blessed Bolts, so that's a good start. Let's see, any abrades? 1 abrade, 1 Moonrager Slash, triple Lacerate Flesh. Okay, we're definitely going red. Okay, the Dominating Vampire is probably not gonna make it. Like, we got Voldaren Epicure, Dominating Vampire, so that's like what, 2? We have a Vampire's Vengeance for removal. Let's do a check on black. How many vampires do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. But okay, the vampires are quite light, so we're probably gonna go blue-red spells here. Managed to get 7 wins with the... Oh, nice! How many tries? I'm actually quite curious. Also, what were the big pulls you got? Would you consider your deck to be relatively bomby or just fine? So let's do a sanity check here. The double Ardent Elementalist is fine, but we do need a lot of early drops here. So like, oh yeah, we have a Voldaren Stinger also. We might end up just playing both of these. Oh wait, Tavern Ruffian also. First try, haven't done the alchemy part either. Well, yeah, kind of waiting on it. I already did some testing on an alchemy deck. It looks fine. It looks awfully derivative, but you know what? Whatever works. Whatever it takes. Okay. The blue is not so great here. At least we know we have some top end here. And we have a way kind of a way to draw cards. Component Collector's fine because that gives us a big but Siphon Essence probably fine. I would rather have that. Flip the Switch is something I'd consider. Wait, we need Revenge of the Drowned, but we probably want the double blue. Yeah, if you as you notice, yeah, that's a 1410. We can go with that. Scab Wrangler, not enough scabs. I might do a binding, guys, just to have something on the ground. It's probably bet. Yeah. On one hand, we have a super interesting play. On the other hand, it's so vulnerable. So vulnerable that it's very scary. Yeah, I definitely need to keep these two. Wait, you know what? I'll come back to that later. Let's take a look at our other colors. I don't want to be said that I neglected the other ones. Like, what do we have that's good for green? Well, there's the Rise of the Ants. That's solid. Wolf Strike, Weaver of Blossoms, Apprentice Sharpshooter, Bird Admire. Okay, green is super meh. We took a look at black. Unfortunately, 0 removal. Not that much to go around. Like a Raptide Gargantua counts as removal, but it's awfully light. White might have a better shot. I'm probably not gonna run it though. Sigardus Imprisonment's removal. Fierce Retribution's removal. Candle Trap is meh, but it's removal. Wow, the thing is, it's so hard to find any consistency in any of these decks. I guess our best bet really is blue-red. You got the Brutal Qatar and Savior of Allenbrock. Very nice. Also, hello to game. Konnichiwa. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Yeah, that I might consider the Siphon Essence is a bit questionable. Also, probably the triple Lacerate Flesh is also kind of questionable. We can cut one of those. I guess I keep the Siphon Essence because if our opponent has an even bigger bomb, we're in trouble. We'll keep the Revenge of the Drowned for the same reason. Okay. Yep. That's a sanity check on those cards. I might just drop the Stinger. We'll keep the Epicure. That's kind of more useful. Headless Rider and Bloodline Culling 2. Headless Rider definitely it's more of a synergy bomb, but it is bomby. Bloodline Culling, solid removal. Can't complain. That's it's always pretty good. Also happens to be great against all the 2/2 zombies that will be running around. Yeah, the Brutal Qatar and the Savior. Brutal Qatar is more of removal, but if you play your spells right, it can be very bomby. Savior of Allenbrock, same way if you. So you got a lot of bombs, but not more importantly, they're not the bombs that you just rush in. No, these are Thinking Man's bombs. You had to figure out how to play them, and you played them reasonably well. Oh yeah, we have to do a land check. Yeah, we have Involving Wild, so we can go. I probably want to go 9/7. Yeah, we have double blue. There's a Blood Servitor we can also consider, but what would I cut for it? I might even cut. Wait, no, Arcane Infusion's fine. So the thing is, we want to land either the Suspicious Stowaway, Festival Crasher, or Smoldering Egg in our early hand, and play to a Skywarp Scab. The Scab is probably the weaker one, but it draws us a card. It's also a big defender. We'll run it like this for now. Yeah, let's see how we do it this one. I have more kind of utility bombs along the line. I would say that white is very good in. Actually, I'd say white is pretty much it's not broken good in Midnight Hunt, but it was kind of up there, especially when people started overdrafting blue. Okay, we're definitely keeping this. We don't need blue until quite a long time, so we can run this out early. We just need one other land. Okay, we got the blue land, so we can hold on to this for a while. Let's see what our opponent's follow-up is. Blade Stitch Stop, so we are not bolting that. But we can trade. We'll offer a trade with Daybreak Combatants. For I don't think our opponent trades usually because when they're playing goblins, when they're playing zombies, they want to have the pump. Oh, triple color. Gluttonous Guest. Okay, we're not getting past that anytime soon. Let's see if our opponent swings. They do. Okay, opponent of course is expecting that. They're probably not expecting this, but... And next turn we can Ardent Elementalist buy it back and bolt something if we need to. Or you can also just play Revenge of the Drowned, stall our opponent out. So that's kind of our plan here. This is an instant, so we can... I suspect there's a counterspell in their future, so we're actually gonna hold. We're gonna force them to spend the spells on their turn. Basically, it's a way of saying that there is no way you'll have nothing on turn 4. Yeah, because I want to clear the way for this. Also note another thing we can do is like we can Ardent Elementalist for Revenge of the Drowned if our opponent is not exactly playing a lot of small creatures, so we can go for that route. Heron Blessed Geist. We'll let our opponent swing first. And we can set our opponent back a bit with this one. Yeah, we'll win the damage race. Okay, opponent needs to decide if they top it or bottom it. Oh yeah, also, F's on the chat for anyone who played Sealed and opened Jadar. From the looks of it, they haven't fixed that bug yet. Actually, no, it could go both ways. Because the other way the bug could go is you... So we can go Suspicious Stowaway. On the turn... Let's say our opponent plays the Heron Blessed Geist. We can Moonrager slash it. Opponent is holding up one. Opponent goes for a Candle Trap. You know what? That's fine. I can actually just block with this and not mind it at all. Okay, so what's our opponent up to now? Okay, Organ Hoarder. 4-2. So an interesting thing is we don't fire the Moonrager slash. We instead go for the Ardent Elementalist play. Yeah, we're losing out on the Revenge of the Drowned, but I actually like it that way. Also, that one Decayed attack is... Ooh, Path of Peril. So, there is no... We can Moonrager slash our opponent's face. Hold on, we need to think. So, 7, 6, 5. Then this comes down. No, we don't. This is hand, right? Yeah, it's hand. That's important. If it goes to top of library, I'd be so mid. Now our opponent wishes they didn't. Oh well, it's actually mana value, so it wouldn't have hit anything anyway. Werewolf can't be blocked, my bad. It couldn't be blocked, but I couldn't attack it with it either. Yeah, we're gonna play the Screaming Swarm. Unfortunately, this opens us up to a 6 mana removal spell. Can't really do anything about it. Cruel Witness. Oh, that's fine. So I'm gonna wait for our opponent to Lunar Veteran. Yeah. So I'm gonna swing with the Swarm double. And this is whenever you attack, target mills that many cards. Yeah, we'll make you mill your cards. I don't know how helpful or helpless that is. I'm basically going to see if they do the double block. If they just take the 4, I'm fine. Usually I expect a double block here. So okay, there we go. Snipe. The classic 2-for-1. Classic 2-for-1. Actually, yeah, there is a. I'm gonna re-reach Candle Trap. Prevent all that would be dealt by enchanted creature. I guess I could have left it, but I don't. I know I have no way of. I have one way of bouncing. It's. Ooh. So opponent is gonna start. Wow, this is actually okay. Catilda is a concern. We're going to have to. Though the good news is our opponent is kind of light on spirits. We're gonna have to turbo things out. We can effectively just... Let's see what our opponent's looking at. Yeah, we need to keep the Screaming Swarm alive. Opponent goes to combat. If they swing with Blade Stitch Scob, I probably block with Elementalist Component Collector. Nope. On our Flame Blast Bolt. Also, this is activate at sorcery speed, so our... Here, let's mill some more cards. Ooh, nice, another Candle Trap. Let's see, our opponent might have a Fierce Retribution. Fated Retribution, sorry. So far not. We're gonna pass, so we're gonna have the Component Collector tap down the Blade Stitch Scob. And then we're gonna wait for our opponent to cast, say, Catilda. Well, Denick is fine. I'm waiting for them to cast Catilda. Then we can Flame Blast Bolt in response. So yeah, we do have a plan. Well, we are living by the seat of our pants, and I really don't like the feeling that I'm living off the top of the deck. Denick, highest apparition. Whenever are put into graveyards from anywhere. Okay, we can leave that alone for now. Gains a life, sure. Let's see what their follow-up is. They have 2 more mana. Yeah, because the big concern is Catilda. I don't mind just swinging with the Screaming Swarm. If I can... Sky Warp Scab. We have 2 creature cards in our graveyards. We have 1. Mill a few more. Let's see what goodies do we... Ooh, Morbid Opportunist. Okay, they get free Investigate. Sure. Yeah, we need to save the Flame Blast Bolt for whatever. Okay. I don't mind that trade. So they get to return a creature card from their graveyard to their hand. Question is, what do they return? They could return Heron Blessed Geist, which is an issue, but we can still bolt Denik and to get it out of the way. We also have a Skywarp Scab that we can use to punch through, I guess. Yeah, my concern is if they. Yeah, my concern is that this is good Catilda fought. Oh, they got back Cruel Witness. Okay, this is Skywarp Scab. Geistlight Snare costs 1. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, nice counter. Good. That's good. Yeah, Dirk, about. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, they go Cruel Witness first. I actually want them to cast one more spell. Perfect, because that causes a flip. Yeah, my concern is they might have another Geistlight Snare. Wait, does this have lifelink? No, it has flying, but no lifelink. Let's see if they're antsy enough to swing. I actually want them to crack that clue also. Oh, okay, they're not going for it. I'm scared they might have the Geistlight Snare, but you know what? Let's go for it. It would be their last card. Okay, so yeah, we're gaining them life, but now we can tap the Luminous Phantom so we can get the Cruel Witness out of the way. Yep, we want to tap it. Oh. I want to cast... Ooh, I want to get the flip again. But we're going to cast this now. Because I need... Because we need to hit one of our Lacerate Fleshes. Yeah, we missed. Please don't be a Fated Retribution. Okay, Force Block. Crack the clue. Okay. Now, we are still in trouble with the Catilda combo. Yeah, it's just good end of turn. Yeah, we have no way of exactly nuking their graveyard, so that is a bit of an issue. They hit all their mana drops, so they can ideally just go for both. Sigarda's Imprisonment. Okay. Do they exile it right away? Maybe. No, going for the Heron Blessed Geist. Yeah, we ran out of casters in a Braid. And a Phantom Carriage, hold on. Phantom Carriage, you may search your... Put it into your graveyard and shuffle. I actually have to pass, which allows me to tap down, say, the Luminous Phantom for reasons. Because our opponent's down to so few cards, they really have to go for Catilda. I'm gonna be hopefully it's not a pure heavy counter. Okay, let's see. Which one's it targeting? That one, that one. So it gains more life, but nukes. Wow, this is gonna be so grindy. Oh, opponent has Memory Deluge. Wow. If they have any more bombs, I would be seriously impressed. As it is, our next game plan is just to play Phantom Carriage and just hold out for a few more turns. We will be taking a lot of incidental damage. That's the issue. Also, our opponent casts 2 spells, so it actually flips this guy. Don't quite need that. Search. Actually, we'll do the search just to see if... Oh, we have Mirror Hall Mimic. I've actually forgot we actually had, well, we technically had more bombs. So I guess our plan now is to swing a few more times. So I definitely want to put the Fenestrate. Snipes that. Okay. Yeah, because he can't target the Phantom Carriage. Has flying incidentally. Qatar's Call. Thankfully, it's not. It's in the leaves the battlefield mode. Yeah, in any case, I'm not also, this is at the beginning of your upkeep, so... Wow, Rite of Oblivion. So, we need to survive 3 more turns? And what's this? So we actually need another creature to put it on. I can't put it on Screaming Storm because our opponent can just exile it in response. Oh, any creature on the battlefield. Wait a minute. Opponent's down to 2 cards. Yeah, I could not put in Screaming Storm because our opponent just exiles it. I lose out on it. Without having any targets, I will get at least 1 token. Our opponent can just Rite of Oblivion just to sack it and get it out of the way, but it reduces their... They probably want to attack first. Also, we need to hold on to this because if we hit the Lacerate Flesh, it's a way to get blood tokens. Wow, this is unbelievably long. Oh, I'm also tempted to now splash green for Child of the Pack because that is a virtual bomb as well. Okay, that's correct. Swing first. So I need to survive for 2 more attacks after this. Rite of Oblivion. Okay, yeah, they had to do that just to kill the value. So I now need to... In theory, I can survive, but our opponent could still have additional creatures, so I need to draw into those. Talia, Guardian of Traven. That slows things down a bit. Binding Geist. 1, 2, 3. If our opponent has any more removal, we lose, but it would be so close. Like I'll be forced to block Talia because wait. Drafted item. Yeah, that's good game. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 1. We need to somehow make our opponent draw one more card. Diagraph Scavenger. No, that's it. Good game. Wow, opponent was really down to the last card. Well, that didn't go really well for us. Could we have improved on that matchup? Well, not draw that many lands, I guess. Yeah, that was close. Close, but not so great. Hold on. We're gonna do a quick check and see if there's any way we can adjust this one. Scattered Thoughts would give us some card draw, but it only filters from what we see. Yeah, it also didn't help us that we whiffed on that one Arcane Infusion. Abandon the Post is nah. Dominating Vampire Spirit. We could put a Vampire's Vengeance. It just happens to be bad if our opponent is playing vampires. Let's see. Our hand average is 3.3. Yeah, I'm not liking our curve either. Scab Wrangler would probably be an okay creature, I guess. Yeah, we're keeping the Tavern Ruffian because it has a big backside. Daybreak Combatant is fine. We could try to fit in green, but what's our way? Jack-o'-lantern, one Jack-o'-lantern Evolving Wilds just to produce 1 green mana. It's worth a shot. It'll be a strange one-off, but I can do it. Okay, now if we do that, what do we cut? Yeah, I think I would rather go for consistency here. There is an argument for running the Child of the Pack. I'll probably run it after this when I take my next loss, which could be very soon. So that's going to be a bit of an issue, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, screen metrics, 30 frames per second, dipping a little bit. At least I'm seeing more of these metrics now. Yeah, we need quite a bit of help. Okay, this is good. Turn 1 Bolt into turn 2 Suspicious Stowaway. Hopefully we can get this to flip. And it's also on. Careful how you grab stuff. We do need to hit another land eventually because most of our stuff is along those lines. We'll play Smoldering Egg first. As much as I like to play Suspicious Stowaway first, okay, opponent might have an Infernal. Nope, Stormkirk Blood Tea. Okay, so we need to start saving lands because we will end up probably discarding a few of them along the way. Gluttonous Guest. Okay, that's one land we can discard. So can't be blocked. Okay, that's a nice pitch. We can cast that later. We don't. Oh, there's also an argument for casting Tavern Ruffian just to get Tavern Smasher. Now, I'm expecting our opponent to have a certain spells. We're gonna flip this one soon. I actually didn't yeah, I don't really didn't really remember Blade Brand because no one really played it. I actually want to just do Ardent Elementalist, get back the Revenge because that will guarantee the flip here. We'll play by ear on that one. And also this one is just draw a card now, so we'll swing with both. Opponent might have removed removal, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're gonna get back Daybreak. We'll play the Tavern Ruffian, give our opponents something big to think about. It'll take the pressure off the Smoldering Egg. So there we go. Opponent goes for Gluttonous Guest again. So this can't be blocked at all. This one's hitting for 6. Yeah, we're going to smash. That's like 13 damage, and we see if we can draw into a Moonrager Slash. Nope, land. At least we're drawing the lands out of the way now. In fact, we are kinda Reckless Impulse. Opponent. Ooh, I feel bad for them. The Olivia is probably gonna be stuck. Our Apprentice Sharpshoot. This is why I'm scared of running 3 colors in any limited format for that matter. Now, it would be better in limited formats where you have common lands that enter the battlefield tap for 2 mana. Kaldheim was a good example of that. Strixhaven had that as well. Those are good places to try for that, the 3 color special. Midnight Hunt, where in Crimson Vow, where our only mana fixing is essentially Evolving Wilds and a bunch of other stuff. Very sketchy. I would not go for that. The only other thing that makes me feel sad about this event is that unless I get 3 wins, I get absolutely nothing. I don't even get the... Well, it's a Phantom Draft. I only pay 2,000. Of course, I'm not getting the cards. Ooh. There's an argument for Epicure immediately because I can always just pitch the Evolving Wilds. See what our opponent's play is. There's a Smoldering Egg, which I probably want to play. We'll swing first. Yeah, we'll do Suspicious Stowaway. Not quite likely to go for the egg quite yet. Let's see where our opponent's drop is. Honored Heirloom. Okay. So, quite nothing. So, hit the Flame Blessed Bolt. I think we discard the Evolving Wilds here. Get that to flip. Get our opponent to start paying attention. Hopefully our opponent is not playing the big toughness deck. Sigarda's Imprisonment. I'm actually fine with that. There is an argument for Persistent Specimen. Okay. Now they played 2 spells, so it's gonna flip anyway, but... Oh. Let's get rid of that with Flame Blessed Bolt. I think I want to... I kinda want to braid that because I don't know how much of our opponent's deck is reliant on having white. Let's just pass for now. We hit the last rate flesh, now we need that land. I guess we played the Smoldering Egg first. We can actually just discard the Arcane Infusion because opponent has ran inside. Oh. X equals 4, but we do need to hit. And okay, X equals 5. It's actually out of range already. That's annoying. So we actually can't discard the Tavern Ruffian because it's gonna keep in range. We'll discard the Arcane Infusion. Oh wow, we're hitting our expensive cards. That is an argument for sniping the Honored Heirloom. Do I do it now or do I do it later? Let's do it now, I guess. Yeah, because this only hits creatures anyway. That's the annoying part. Yeah, the problem is I have no idea how much of our opponent's deck is powered by this. We do need... Yeah, now I'm regretting that. I would have expected to drawn a land at that point, but well, that regrets. So our only hope against this one is Revenge of the Drowned. Thankfully our opponent... Oh, so they do have a lot more reliance on white. So yeah, milling that one... So sniping that one is actually quite fine. Can't exile... Opponent's not exiling that anytime soon. It's just can't attack or block. So I guess we take 6. Feels bad, but I'd rather keep the Epic here for as long as possible. Until our opponent drops something that I can't have to do something about. Diagraph Reaver. That's fine. Ugh, we're missing lands. Come on. Okay, this has Defender, so our best bet is to actually just put it here. Yeah, now we have to deal with 2 tokens. Yeah, at least we got our opponent to get rid of the Death Bronze Sprout. Yeah, no way we're winning this one if we can't hit our lands. Also hits the Diagraph Rebirth, so they can buy something back. Nothing that interesting. Actually, now we have to block. Yeah, instead of braiding that one, the better play would have been to wait for our opponent to bring back the Death Bond and Sprout. And let's see if our opponent happens to have the Piercing Light. Oh, actually just taking it. Okay.
Only unleash inferno.
Yeah, we will have to take a natural one here. One more land, preferably blue, but...
Blossom and thrive.
Yeah, the difference is now quite moot. I might actually just take the damage. And the reason I'm holding out is because we do have Lacerate... We do have a Lacerate Flesh. Okay, gets themselves a blood token. Not like us getting rid of it anytime soon. Yeah, I think we can afford to take it. Defender? No, it's just Daybound, not Defender. And our opponent... This is actually going to flip. So we got Festival Crasher. Now we're gonna snipe the Ren at 7 before it gets to the point where it takes another token. Probably throw the Festival Crasher under the bus. Death Bronze Sprout's gonna start growing though. So Death Bond at Hulk. Okay, this is gonna be tough. We need to start pitching creatures. Homestead Courage. That gives it vigilance, so it will. Okay. I'm surprised our opponent didn't just pump the other one. They might have another effect. Well, it is what it is. I can't really do anything about it. Persistent Specimen again. Awfully persistent for our opponent. Unfortunately, we never hit our lands. So, and we hit both our 6 drops and our 5 drops. Sometimes that's just how it is. That's why I really don't like a flat curve. I would really want the curve to be much earlier. Unfortunately, that's the nature of Sealed. And what did we lose? Arcane and well, it's unlikely we're gonna cast it anyway. So nope. Instead Courage. Well, without Trample, I'm expecting our opponent to have a combat trick. Ritual of Hope. That's fine. It's at least a trade-off rather than just a flat-out dying. So I can Lacerate Flesh this guy, but it just gets it back. Better off I'm casting the Skywarp Scab. Get some. Mirror Hall Mimic. I can copy this one here, but yeah, it has Trample now, so that's good game. Yeah, so unfortunately we get domed out by Red and 7. That's the nature of Sealed. You're always gonna run into someone's bomb, and there's nothing you can really do about it. It also didn't help that we were stuck on lands, but it does highlight that we did make a mistake in that mulligan choice. We should have kept that Evolving Wilds. We would have stood a somewhat better chance. That said, now that we are going for that, we're going to make some adjustments here. We're going to cut down the top end of our curve here a bit. So sadly, the Phantom Carriage has to go. We're going to replace it with Child of the Pack. And we're going to cut. And we're going to cut 1 island for a forest. But then we also have to make adjustments because our curve is still super heavy, 2, 3, 4. Not a good sign. So we kind of want to see if there are any 4s we can cut in favor of 2s or 3s. Like, we're keeping 1 Siphon Essence because, yeah, we definitely need counter spells. Flip the Switch with Dissipate is double blue. Yeah, we kind of want to look in red. Actually have a Harvest-Tide Infiltrator. That's a cheap drop. We can sub out the Ruffian for that. And the Skywarp Scab, it helps us draw cards, but maybe I would just rather have another Lacerate Flesh. Hold on, what? Yeah, that's 2 cards already. So our curve is more reasonable, but still scary. We do have a Jack-o'-lantern which we can use to filter mana, but we would need to cut something. Probably the Arcane Infusion. Because Arcane Infusion's not actually looking so great. So we're giving it a shot here, but I would not be surprised if this turns out to be a dud event for us. I'm not actually gonna go for. I'm basically gonna try to do each event once, maybe twice if I feel like it, but I'm not going to go for a soup. I'm not going to go for... I'm going to do all 10. It's going to be too expensive to do that. That said... Turn 1 Jack-o'-lantern. We got turn 2 a Braid. We can... We will need to crack this eventually if... There's our target. Yeah, we're doing this now because I don't want our opponent to get the benefit of this. Opponent's also playing blue-red. Okay, now they flipped it. So... We don't need to draw a card quite yet. So we're going to just do it end of turn. Opponent goes first for discovery. Let's see what they discard. We can Jack-o'-lantern that instead. They're more likely going to discard the basic land. There's an argument for nuking the Thirst of Discovery because they probably have an Ardent Elementalist. Depository Scab. Actually, let's see if they get it back. It targets, so we should have an opportunity. Yeah, they're... Of course they're not going to give up a 3/3 on board. But I kind of wanted to give them the option, because you never know. Component Collector... Now, unfortunately it's at night, so we're not gonna... Well, we're not making tokens anytime soon anyway, so a 5/5 is actually fine. Opponent has a Gale Drifter. Now, Lacerate Flesh is... Yeah, we'll hit the Gale Drifter. Two is better than 1. If our opponent goes for this again, we have another Lacerate Flesh. It does feel like a bad use for it, but we can... Well, actually, we have another plan. Oh, we should have saved that one. Let's see if our opponent goes for the double block. Yes, they do. And this is... would be put into a graveyard from anywhere. Let's see where they decide to put it back. Okay, they put it in the bottom, so... Oh, it also has Oh, I forgot it had trample. That's how unfamiliar I am with a bunch of these cards. Yeah, but we did make a mistake in... Because I definitely want to keep the Component Collector. Opponent has Selhoff and Tomber. Okay, opponent... Flame Blast Bolt. Not the best use. Sure. Let's see if our opponent has a bounce spell. Okay, he doesn't have it, so... We'll play Component Collector. End the turn. We'll probably start cracking a few of these just to draw into more cards. Yeah, this one is not... Our opponent might exploit it for something, but... It's currently a blue-red. Volatile Arsenal. Oh, there you go. Something volatile. And it's a 5/5, so... I need to actually cast a set of 2 spells. That said, we can just trade the Packmate for the Anarchist. Suspicious Stowaway is a neat one also. So is Moonrager Slash. Actually, that gives me an idea. Yeah, I figured they would do that. They took Anger, sure. So that was actually a very good trade. We're gonna save this up because as a Savage Packmate, it's a much bigger threat, and we're not making Wolf tokens anyway. So Keswick Flame Breather. They're gonna do the 2 spells to flip this one up now. Get Drifter. Oh wait, did I not have enough creatures? Ooh, I only had one. Oops. I should have just cast a Suspicious Stowaway, but we'll leave it at that. Let's see if our opponent has a bigger follow-up. That at the least we now have something that can hit in the air. Galvanic Iteration. Now they're digging. Oh, they whiffed the first time. Oh wait, no, this is oh, this is not the search, this is the copy. Okay, so we managed to punch that one through. Whew. So we need one more win to at least get into the money. Not that money, but you know what I mean. Because right now we're not getting anything out of this. So hopefully we can do one more and make the best out of that one. Yeah, splashing for that one green card is good. I'm gonna try. I might look into another green card, but considering we're running just one forest for Evolving Wilds and that Jack of Lantern, I think we'll stick with one. Also, the sad thing about Moonrager Slash is we need someone to start the day-night cycle first. But we did hit our... Okay, we just don't have any guns on board, so to speak. Neither does our opponent, so... Start with the Epicure. Let's not fire off the blood token quite yet until we know we're being flooded. Moonrager Slash starts the day-night cycle. So we also hit the Child of the Pack. What we're gonna do is we're gonna let this flip. Yeah, it becomes a 4/4 trample, but let's see if our opponent has a follow-up, because I do want to just cast them Siphon Essence if we could. If it gets to that. We'll take the hit for now. See what your follow-up is. There's always a follow-up. Okay, so we're hitting... Yeah, we'll just have to take it again. It's annoying. Let's see if they have something big to stack on it. Okay, just take it. Let's see what their follow-up is. Usually if it's this setup, Honored Heirloom, okay, that's not worth bouncing. Let's see what the second follow-up is. If they cast it now, it flips, causes a flip, so it's actually quite good for us. Although it means the Moonrager Slash is back to full price. Let's revenge it down. Then opponent keeps it up top. Let's see if they have an Infernal Grasp. So in either case, we definitely hold back this. We definitely hold back the Epic here. Actually, yeah, they have. Oh, Defender Strain. I don't think they have haste, so we're just gonna swing with everything. So opponent draws this again. Dreadhound. Ooh. Now we need to hit one. Okay, we did hit it. Kind of unfortunate we have to spend 2 burn spells, but Dreadhound is simply too dangerous. So we get to flip it today. We will have a component collector, but Mask of Gristlebrand. Ugh. Do we have enough creatures in the yard? Just one. This gives it flying and lifelink, so but not +1/+1, so this can actually block it. We're basically trying to survive off the fact that our opponent is down to 1 card. Well, so are we. If our opponent has a combat trick, we have to do it, so it could just be you may pay X life, draw X cards. I guess that is the alternate plan. It's still better than letting them do whatever they want. Oh, they get to get something back. Nice combo with Gristlebrand. Yeah, so we have to deal with it again. Yikes. So Festival Crasher's not gonna do it. Smoldering Egg is still interesting enough. We have another Lacerate Flesh, and we do still have a bunch of small spells. Unfortunately, we can't just swing with the Sky because we can't just swing with the Sky Warp Scab because Miss Gristlebrand gets in. Though once our yeah, we're gonna lose this one off the bat. So knowing this, yeah, you want your sealed pool to have a very ideally you want it to be in black at least. Fortunately, we're not quite there. Getting a braid, so oh, we can actually just let it flip. Then we should try to save up and see if we can hit 2 spells so we can flip tap Dreadhound again. Well, that's our small saving grace, but Ragged Recluse. Maybe our opponent does it for us? Could we let them draw more cards? Questionable. Also, what does this have an act? Doesn't have an activated ability. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna save that. It's a land. We're gonna milk that. Now the trick we can do is just snipe the mask. Well, we didn't hit the spells. Yeah, if they knew what we had, so we'll let them swing first. Now we are still taking damage when we block, but it's probably a lot better than the alternative. When it goes Innocent Traveler, we're probably gonna have to let that flip. Yeah, this one's a bit of a lost cause for us, I guess. Okay, they got rid of the one spell that could deal with Dreadhound. So we're gonna decline because it doesn't really quite matter at this point. Our best bet would be to hit our other Lacerate Flesh, but yeah, if we don't draw action, it's kind of meaningless already. Nah. Yep. That one's gonna do us in. So quite unfortunate for us. Our sealed pool by definition is awfully weak, so we kind of didn't get much out of that. You know what? We're just 1 hour in. I feel like we could do better. We're gonna try another one. So this first one didn't quite pan out. So we're gonna try again. Oh wait, is it still a 2 wins? Hold on. Okay, things change if it turns out that you can just keep spending money until you get enough wins. It's actually gonna be pretty bad form if that's the case, but we'll see. Oh, this is much better now. This is much better. Maniform Hellkite, Curse of Hospitality. The Reservoir's bad. Bloodveil Purveyor, very good. Florian, very good. We might try to sneak in Brutal Qatar. But we definitely have a solid black-red foundation. So let's check with black. You haven't eaten alive, so that's good starting removal. Grisly Ritual super late. Rite of Oblivion gives us an excuse to splash for white, but let's save that for now. Let's check. We have no good way of we have no good way of fixing our colors. We'll save that for later. So we're definitely into vampires. So blood. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ghoulish Procession is probably a good one because we are expecting a lot of creatures to die. Siege Zombie is a solid. We'll check our red first. Celebrant, Stingers, Curse of Hospitality, Harvesttide Infiltrator, Maniform Hellkite. We need to do a spell check because, wow, our removal is actually awfully light. We only have the Cathartic, Eaten Alive, Cathartic Pyre, Grisly Ritual. Let's see what our white options are. Brutal Qatar, Piercing Light. That's it. Not so good. Okay, Rite of Oblivion. Okay, I think we will make an exception here. We'll splash that. We'll splash those two. Let's get some extra power. Let's double check our other cards like blue. What do we have in blue? Revenge of the Drowned, Syncopate, Fateful Mending, meh, mediocre. And green, Kessig Naturalist, not exactly a good fit. Actually, the green is relatively deep. Okay, Mariners, Sawblade Singer, Flourishing Hunter. So it has a good top end. Yeah, here we have the opposite problem. Not enough remove. Probably not enough vampires as well, but I don't think we're too worried about that. So we definitely want to slant it at... Okay, we'll keep the Neonates Rush because that's kind of card draw. We'll probably take a Bloody Betrayal. This is probably the deck that wants it. Let's also check our black. Crawl from the Cellar is fine. Undying Malice also kind of fine, so one of these two is an option. I think I might just go for Rawtide Gargantua and Crawl from the Cellar. Probably I cut the Bloody Betrayal? Not really. Okay, we do have to cut the Bloody Betrayal. So 377, not a very good mana fit. So we probably want to cut this down to 287. And even then, I might just go for 197. And we'll consider adding the Bloody Betrayal in favor of one of the black cards, most likely. So this one, not too solid. We are 13 and 10. Okay, fine. We'll cut the Crawl from the Cellar. Let's add the Bloody Betrayal back. Oh no, we actually need creatures. Tavern Ruffian is kind of fine. Lightning Wolf is probably better. Yeah, let's put the Lightning Wolf in. Okay, let's see if now let's test two things. One, are we starting again from 0? Yep, we started again from 0. So you have to do you have to dropping to 1 planes is sus. Oh, the Silver Bolt. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna actually make that change later. The reason I dropped to 1 planes is only because we have 2 spells that are white. That said, I'm gonna reconsider. I'm gonna fix that one. We'll definitely fit in the Silver Bolt to give us another piece of removal. If I go, here's the thing. My other realistic option is to actually cut. Would be to actually cut a white card. Probably the Brutal Qatar if ever. So we're gonna probably just do tree for. We'll do Harvestite Infiltrator. We'll see what creatures our opponent plays. Nice double Evolving Wilds. That is the card that we're technically lacking. Also, opponent not having much in the way of action. Yep, there's one. Yeah, we'll play Menace because our opponent didn't exactly play creatures. So even the first creature they put down, it does nothing. I'm still gonna probably play the Maniform Hellkite or 2 or less. Okay. Opponent is removal galore. 3 Evolving Wilds. Hold on. And they're all from Midnight Hunt. Oh no, this one's from Crimson Vow. Yeah, we're gonna play the Harvestite Infiltrator first. Maybe this one eats a Moonblast Bolt or something. We're just setting up our opponent to be a bit confident. Let's see how far they go and all that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna swap in the Silver Bolt. Even if it's not opposing werewolves, it's still 3 damage for 4 mana. Which is still something. So next turn we can mark out Waltzer, Flying Haste. Okay, that's fine. So we're actually gonna just play another Harvest Tide Infiltrator. It's gonna be annoying if our opponent has Vampire's Vengeance. Gonna hold up the Cathartic Pyre. Ideally, it's Mana Form Hellkite Cathartic Pyre, so we can get some damage in. But that might not happen. So, Guide Griff. Can I take 6? Here's the thing, I need these guys to flip anyway. So I might be better off just taking the damage and racing. No, opponent's just swinging for 2. Okay, we'll keep that. Yeah, I figured that much. It's a bit of a waste, but it's better than nothing. It's also the only way I'm gonna convince them to block. That said, yeah, I guess we're going back up to 2. I'm Hero's Downfall. Yeah, opponent's just Removal City. Let's see, not really, just 2 cards are removal. So now we're in a race of sorts. I'm technically gonna win the race, but they have more cards. They're definitely gonna have even more though. And the Blood Fountain is soon gonna get that Soul Guide Drift back, so that is a problem. So I'm actually gonna just swing and switch it to Night. It does make it annoying because it turns on, if they have like Olivia's Midnight Ambush, it does turn it on. But I'm better off making it a 4/4. At least it dodges a lot more removal than usual. Odric's Outrider. Okay, so we hit the Reckless Impulse. Oh, I should not have played that land. Let's see if they have the Fated Retribution. Oh, they just let... they're just pumping this one. Okay. Let's play the Reckless Impulse. Okay. If we play Lightning Wolf, it flips, but we will have a 4-3 ready. And we might as well just play it, I guess. Better to have a few more bodies on board, since our opponent is not also going to get theirs back as well. Although they can get it back, but they can't exactly play them out quite yet. Okay, they're getting 1 back. Wait, did they tap the mana? Yeah, they're getting 1 back. Yeah, since we cast so many spells, kinda, it doesn't really matter. So 5, 6. So we are threatening lethal. Our opponent has to kind of respect that. So it's 2 to pump. No, it's 3 to pump. So I need to pump this twice. So that's 6 mana. 2 to... So I will have to play this land or whatever land I draw. Opponent's holding everything back. Yeah, the first strike... Our opponent's gonna need more effects. They can double block, but unless you have a way to give something first strike, it doesn't do much. Yeah, I don't really have anything. Let's see, our opponent probably has something. It is what it is. But the Olivia's Midnight Ambush. Yeah, that was fine. But now we have Harvestide Assailant as a threat. We can still keep swinging Voldaren Stinger. Yeah, Olivia's Midnight Ambush was a very big deal. Qatar Commando. That has flash. There's no reason. Oh, are they trying to flip it back? Okay, that makes sense. Or are they trying to get us? But that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not enough. Passing on that. Let's save that for now. Actually, no. Might as well pump it a little bit just in case. It's not like we're really doing anything with it. Our opponent is about to get a lot of their stuff back with Blood Fountain. Undying Malice. Oh, this is gonna be a... Yeah, this is gonna be a very big gun for us. Yeah, and our opponent just gets everything back with Blood Fountain. We're quite close, but we need to hit a solid. Our opponent's also gonna try flip it today, but I don't think that's kind of relevant here. Yeah, this one is... Yeah, it's the Curse of Sealed. If you don't hit it good in your sealed pool, you're getting nothing. Tons of that. So, you know, we're unfortunately going to have to take. Also, every time we kill one of their creatures, it just makes something bigger. So, I'm surprised our opponent is not attacking. Also, it's when this dies, it returns to its battlefield transformed. Yeah, we're gonna concede this one. We would have needed to hit. We had the opposite problem this time. Absolute lack of removal. It's probably one of the reasons Sealed is supposed to be like a fun format, but for a decathlon where there's some pressure to, oh, you have to make 7 wins. I'm not gonna bother after this one. It's kind of horrible as an idea. It's supposed to be fun, but it really is up to you. So you have to decide. Actually, you have to both decide. You have to also accept that you are not going to... Ooh, this is a tough one. Okay, we're gonna do a 41 card special, which is super not recommended. We'll add 1 Silver Bolt. I guess we can cut the Neonates Rush because it deals so little, all things considered. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's cut the Neonates Rush. Let's add both Silver Bolts. Let's do a double check on lands. I'm pretty sure we... Yeah, we got nothing there. Yeah, awfully dry. The only creatures we have left are like siege zombies. I think we're fine at 1410 though. Because the other plan is like we have a lot of small creatures, so the siege zombies kind of does a thing. It also cut... Yeah, I guess that's what we will do. So... We'll cut the Bloodsworn Squire because that's... It's interesting, but it's super weak. We'll add the Siege Zombie instead. I can try to find room for another one, but... Also have to be careful with our mana because we're cutting it quite close. Yeah, I think this is a better fit. Well, we're gonna make those adjustments. We're gonna see if things pan out for better or for worse. Probably worse, but can't really do too much about that. Okay. Turn 2 Procession, turn 3 Infiltrator is good. We can hold up Cathartic Fire if we need to. Opponent goes on Ragged Recluse. No need to kill it quite yet, and when it flips to a 3/3, it still dies to Cathartic Fire, so we're not in a rush for that. So we have two options here, actually. I can just play the Harvest-Tide Infiltrator. I can also just hold up the Cathartic Fire and just play the Voldaren Stinger. Yeah, let's do the Voldaren Stinger play first. Also remember, Rite of Oblivion is a sorcery, so Lightning Wolf. This is a zombie token with decay. We can block the trade with it. We lose out on the Stormkirk Blood Thief. I think we're better off with doing that. Or we just play the Lightning Wolf straight up first. Hopefully, preferably hit another mana, I guess. Okay, we did hit another mana. There's Rite of Oblivion as an option. But we probably can just do Stormkirk Blood Thief. And since we dealt damage, this gets to buff itself up a bit. If our opponent sacks that, they lose out on this. Well, which I'm kind of fine with. Well, okay, they're discarding the Evolving Wilds. I think they're going for something really big, like a Dreadhound. Okay, take. And opponent concedes. Okay, I'm actually shocked that they conceded. They conceded that early. I did not expect that. I'll take it, but man, that was kind of unexpected. They probably suspected I... Wow, the road to 7 wins is going to be very painful. Hopefully we can make it though. I would be so annoyed if we don't make that one. So for those tuning in, this is our second shot at the sealed event of the Decathlon. I really don't like doing too many shots at sealed, so we'll stick with 2 and that's it. So Stinger into Zombie is a nice one. Hopefully we can draw another creature, so even if we can't swing, we can still start dinging our opponent down. Also double black for Gargantua is fine. Yeah, I could have preferred a creature, but I'll take lightning. Not so sure if our opponent has a effect. Nope. Opponent is playing it slow. So let's see. Whoa, opponent's playing nothing. We're gonna lead off on Lightning Wolf first because this is clearly counterspell mana. Yep. I'm not risking the Blood Tide Purveyor. Though I might actually play the Raw Tide Gargantua first, depending... Okay, Organ Hoarder. So something that can block it. I'm gonna see how our opponent blocks. Okay, they're just trading that off, so I'm fine with that. Let's see if they have the removal for our 5/6. Oh, 4 colors. Okay, they probably have the removal for 5/6. So Cadet. Ooh, maybe they don't quite have the removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can threaten lethal actually. They are forced to block because I can just pump. I'm probably gonna pump anyway. If the removal's Fated Retribution, we win because they have no blockers. If the removal is... Yeah, that's the thing. They need removal for both. They're digging hard. They discard a Darkstrain Rampage, which is... all sorts of unplayable. I'm wondering why our opponent's playing this. Technically, you can do Darkstrain Rampage on your own lands if you're missing a particular color. That is a good argument for it, but yeah, our opponent's gonna die if they do that. So getting a bit of our revenge, but we're still a ways away from that, so we have to be very patient there. Oh, I actually saw... Oh, so there's actually a mess... Oh no, that's the earlier message. Okay. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so far so good. Preferably we can get a few more wins. Yeah, the more I think about it, in that first game, we should have gone for the splash a lot earlier. Yeah, this is what I'm afraid of with double planes. One of these could easily be a swamp or a mountain. I could keep this and we just hope for a swamp. We have 2 playable red spells, but super scary. Okay, we'll try keeping this because we can use the Cathartic Fire's other option. If our opponent's just starting off Evolving Wilds, I might... We... Okay, Greed got, looks like our Greed got rewarded slightly. Well, we do have a double red spell and a bunch of double... And a bunch of double black spells. Oh wait, actually just one double black spell to Gargantua. So we're gonna go Celebrant into Infiltrator. Opponent goes Welcoming Vampire. That is not welcome. We really need another black source. We won't be able to play both Procession and Zombie. We might just end up playing Florian. Second main phase. Opponent goes Overwhelmed Archivist. Okay. Our opponent's remove. Ooh, discards the Vampire's Vengeance. Yeah, we have a ton of double black, which does make the double white awkward. But our chances are slightly better, I suppose. We'll play Florian first. Yeah, opponent discards the Vampire's Vengeance. They don't know that if we had led on other things. Ooh. Okay, so that's their big bomb. So we lose the Purveyor. And we lose the Blood Petal Celebrant. Can't block, so we take a bit of damage. So we are digging for another black source. So we are gonna actually cut this. We'll drop the Ghoulish Procession. You kind of wanted that earlier. It's kind of meaningless now. Got double red instead. We'll swing with Florian first. Let's see if our opponent just blocks with Archivist or lets us draw one out of 3. Can't take the Grisly Ritual because we wouldn't be able to cast it. Yeah, we need to do this now. So we'll take 7. Opponent is willing to trade, I suppose. So we're going for Mana Form Hellkite into Siege Zombie. We'll swing first. I actually should not have played that land, because we're going to have to exile something and not be able to do anything about it. Actually, our opponent might kill it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, do they have a counter spell? Memory Deluge. Okay. So we do get to flip it back. Opponent's casting Lantern Bearer, so they have no intention of flipping it quite yet. They might just have removal. Of course they have removal. They always have removal. I'm the one without removal. What the heck? And what's with all these people with mythics? I don't even... Okay. Let's see if our opponent blocks with the Lantern Bearer. I'd be fine with that. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Creature Sacrifice because I want to cast the Blood Veil Purveyor while I can. Falcon Abomination. So our only saving grace is that this has Trample. So Darn Stinger. Oh, the problem is also... Ooh, we're dead either way. Yeah, our life is so low that we're not gonna make it out of here. Yeah, that's it. Just good game. Opponent just takes the 4. So, kinda unfortunate that we had to run into quite a bit of removal, but that's just the breaks. I guess the better bet would just be to try alchemy. That's a better shot, but in all honesty, most people are not going to hit the 7x win unless they open something really busted or they have a really good run. So that's usually the hard part about this. Also, those 2 silver bolts never showed up either, so sometimes that's just how it goes. We added in, but we know, well, it's the same with bombs per se. You put them in, but there's no guarantee that you're gonna draw into them. That's just the harsh reality about limited formats. Well, you're more likely to draw into something in constructed. Limited, yeah. If I have to rate between one deck and the other deck, I would say that this current deck has better bombs. The previous deck has gives us a better chance at staying alive. We do have solid removal this time. We even have what we call unconditional removal. But our volume of removal is not at the desired amount. The quality of the removal is not at the desired level. Actually, now that I think of it, it's going to be really bad when they do release the double feature, because that's just basically 6 packs of... let's say you do sealed, that's just 6 packs that are completely random. It's going to be... unlike this sealed event where it's guaranteed 3 packs Midnight Hunt, 3 packs Crimson Vow, the double feature is going to be 6 completely random mix. It's kind of like a mystery booster with a more limited set. It's not quite at the level of a remastered set, because that one, at least remastered sets, a lot of the chaff are gone. We don't have that luxury there, because they just really jammed everything in. So a lot of the questionable missing black, but we don't really need it quite yet. I would like to draw it a bit early because this card is only good early. It's kind of horrible late. I'm willing to keep this only because we have the double red already for Manaform Hellkite. Yep. You add 1 planes, you don't see it. You add 2 planes, you draw it all the time. That's definitely not a brutal Qatar moment. So we're gonna play the Harvest-Tide Infiltrator first. Our opponent just might... No, we'll take the hit. Our opponent probably plays something. Then we get to decide if we Brutal Qatar or Manaform Hellkite. Or I just play it safe and just play the Ghoulish Procession. Okay, duel for dominance. We got 1 removal spell out of there that way, so I'll take it. Hey, so the plan is alive. We go for the 1/2 here, because this is the only opportunity I have to cast the Ghoulish Procession. Like, sure, Manaform Hellkite would appreciate this, but would appreciate the Ghoulish Procession also, but it's kind of sketchy. So, depending on what our opponent plays, yeah, I would like a double black now, because if our opponent plays a single... Okay, opponent played nothing. Opponent might have a Burn the Curse, which would be really bad, but you know what? It's time to empty everything. Also, it is in my interest to keep it a day because Brutal Qatar does hit it. If our opponent has the mythic, Rise of the Dance. That's one F down. Silver Bolt's 3 mana, so ideally we hit 1 more mana soon. Our opponent's actually close to 8, flashing this back again. So that is a concern. Ooh. Okay, the good news is Silver Bolt does snipe it. We are taking 5 though. Yeah, we need... And since we have no intention of blocking, now let's see if we can get the double spell. But it's quite unlikely. I would rather have black mana in this case. Like, our opponent now just flashes back the Rise of the Ants, so we still have a 5/5 ant to worry about. Our opponent could be drawing into cards also. That's another thing they could do. Opponent needs to decide. Okay, they're drawing into cards. Fire spawn. I can play Rot-Tide Gargantua, it just trades. And non-token, so they can just sacrifice the ant. But I would still have the Mana Form Hellkite to swing up top. Yeah, that Gargantua was perfect timing. Yep. Give up the ant. I could swing with this for 6 and just lose this one, but that's kind of meaningless. Wait for our opponent to have some sort of big beater, but let's see. Opponent just casts the ants, so they're kind of conceding. Oh, they gain some life. Okay, Rite of Oblivion. So. Oh, oh wait, I'll have to do it like this. And there we got. There we got that one. So at least we're in the air quotes money now. We got at least 1 win this time. We got enough wins to get 1 pack. We kind of need 2 more wins just to get 2 packs, so that's a bit tough. Oh wow. Oh, it looks like the chat fixed itself a bit. Neat. Well, at least on my end, it just looks awfully weird when you're doing Streamlabs. So doing better. Any game could be our last, but we're still hoping to hit. We're still hoping to make this one count. For those tuning in, this is our second shot at Sealed. It's also gonna be our last one. I really do not want to do a third one. Okay, we're keeping this one, Stinger into Celebrant, and we have our guaranteed double black. It actually matters quite a lot considering opponent goes Traveling Minister. We got our 1, 2, 3. But this is a big deal. Our opponent can just keep gaining life ad infinitum. Denic as well. Ugh. So our best bet is some Fearful Villager to slip through or Harvest Tide Infiltrator to start blocking Denic. Yeah. Removal spell would also be fine. Though we would have to contend with Denic again. Although... if our opponent swings, we'll have to take the hit. It's a given. Opponent is going to go for it. It makes sense because they'll still have more life. We would just be trading life at that point. There's no good reason to trade creatures yet. Let's see what the follow-up is. Griff Rider. Okay, fine. We can still swing past that. We have to play Harvest Tide Infiltrator because... now the problem is our opponent can just pump Denic, pump Griff Rider. We are throwing the Infiltrator under the bus. No, kind of no choice at that matter. But now we have to contend with a big one as well. Wow, we have a lot of catching up to do. And then goes Ambitious Farmhand to set up the next one. The Traveling Minister is a solid common. We could do Reckless Impulse first. I think the better bet is... since we're not blocking that Griff Rider anyway... yeah, the problem is Rattay Gargantua is gonna just end up trading with... our opponent can do a trick where they pump or they pump something else and then flip Ambitious Farmhand. Like, pump the Ambitious Farmhand. That's actually a good play. Yeah, unfortunately we had... wow. And not having removal really hurts us a lot here. Opponent also hitting all their land drops on the box. Okay, we did hit an Eaten Alive. We're forced to use it on Griff Rider. Wow, which is a real feel bad. I could go Reckless Impulse, or I could go Threat of Activation Voldaren Stinger. Because I don't want to trade the Fearsome Werewolf if I can. Of course, things go to heck when our opponent starts landing their late game removal. Like Sigarda Summons. Denic also becomes an issue, so we're definitely casting Reckless Impulse next turn. Opponent might choose not to swing. I'm pretty sure they swing. Yeah, because it lets us pair down the board. Okay, now we really have to cast Reckless Impulse. Hit white. I could cast Reckless Impulse again, but the better bet might just be to... cash it in, discard this. this is gonna be such a big problem. We get to snipe this one, but we are going down to 2. And our opponent still has a ton of gas as well. If I also do that, I can't play... Well, I can just play the Blood Fit. Oh, wait, what's this? Can't be block activate only if you own a card that exile, which they do. And what's this? It's also Ward 2. Yeah, super unfortunate for us. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Because let's see, it's free to activate also. We can't block this. So, quite unfortunate for us. But that's just how it goes. That's the nature of Sealed. That's also why it's a format that I only want to do once. I just did it twice for to see if we could kind of do better. We sort of did better. But this is a format where you're better off being lucky. It's being good is kind of... It's being good is still helps also. At least it helps in the sense that you're not losing to bad mistakes, but you're still losing to other effects. So there we go. We're probably not gonna get the Decathlon event number 2. We'll probably try to go for Decathlon event number 1 at a future date. And why of all packs did I open Throne of Eldraine? Anyway, that's going to be it for this sad episode. It's a shame we couldn't get any further, but that's just how it is. The good news is we don't have to win all 10 events. We just need to win a certain number just to get one shot at the finals. I'm kind of aiming at least for that. But otherwise, not too heavily invested. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. For those who did manage to make it to the end, congratulations to you guys. You guys did reasonably well. Sometimes fortune favors the bold, and I salute you guys on that one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are, especially those in the Philippines, those in the Visayas region. I really hope you guys are doing very well. And thank you so much for watching. See you guys again next time.